Hey, it's Nathan with options4l.com. In this video, we're going to go over buying call options or longing call options. So we'll go over some definitions and I'll explain what it means to buy a call option. Then we'll hop over to Robinhood and I'll show you how to buy a call option on Robinhood. And I'll show you also how to do it on Robinhood Legend. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first things first, let's look at this cheat sheet we have right here. So we're looking at the long call strategy. And it is a debit, so you have to pay money in order to perform this particular strategy. You're buying a call option. The bias is bullish, so you want to do this if you think the underlying asset or stock is going up in price. This is when you might want to go ahead and do a long call or buy a call. To open, you buy to open one call at a strike price, and if you want to close it early, you could sell that call, so sell to close one call at that same strike price. So that's kind of the process here. And let's go over to like what a long call is or buying a call option. So got some words to cover. So a long call is just buying a call option because you think a stock might go up, but you want to risk less money than buying the stock itself. So let's break it down step by step. So what is a call option? A call option is a contract that gives you the right, but not the obligation. So that means you don't have to do it. An obligation means you have to do something. Right just means you can do it, possibly, if you want to. So it gives you the right to buy a stock at a specific price, which is the strike price, on or before a specific date, which is the expiration date. To get that right, you must pay a premium, which is the options price up front. So you have to pay, again, we said that this is a debit type of transaction. We have to pay money to get that right to buy a stock at a specific price. And one option contract typically controls 100 shares of stock. So what does long call mean? Well, long means you bought the option and you own it. And a call is a type of option that benefits if the stock price goes up. So a long call, you paid the premium to buy a call option and you're bullish. You think that the stock might rise, but you're limiting your risk to the premium you pay. So the key pieces right here, when you buy a call, you choose the underlying stock, example ABC Corp. You have the strike price, which is the price you have the right to buy at, say, $105. You have the expiration date, how long this right lasts, for example, 1 month or 1 week, or there's even the option to go out a year or even more in some instances. And then premium is what you pay for the option, say $4 per share equals $400 per contract. So how you make or lose your money. So we got an example here. So the current stock price is $100. You buy a $105 call that expires in 1 month. So a $105 strike price that expires in 1 month. The premium is $4 per share. So you have to pay $4 per share. And one contract is 100 shares. So you pay $4 times 100 shares equals $400. So that's your premium. That's your debit to your account for the right to buy 100 shares of the stock at $105 in 1 month from now. So then at expiration, there's generally 3 outcomes. So the stock can go way up. So say the stock rips and it goes to $120 at expiration. So you have the right to buy it at $105. And the market price is $120. So your intrinsic value, so this is what it's actually worth, is 120 minus 105 equals $15 per share. And the option is worth 15 times 100, so $1,500. But remember, you did pay $400 for that right. So your profit is actually $1,500 minus the $400 you paid, so $1,100 on that particular trade. In another instance, the stock goes up a bit, but not enough. So say it goes up to $108 at expiration. Your intrinsic value is $3 per share, so 108 minus the $105 strike price. Your option value then is 3 times 100, so $300. But you paid $400. It's now worth $300. You basically lose $100 in that process. So you were right in the direction that it went, but you weren't right in how far it went in that direction. Now maybe you're completely wrong and the stock dips down. So say the stock is $100 or $102 or anything less than your strike price at expiration. It's not worth exercising the right to buy at $105 when the stock is cheaper on the market. Like if the stock's trading at $100, you wouldn't go buy 100 shares at $105. Like it wouldn't make any sense to do that. So you would just let your options expire worthless. But of course, you already paid $400 for that right to buy 100 shares of stock at that strike price. So you're going to lose all $400 in this particular case. Now, I do want to point out that you don't have to wait until expiration in order to go ahead and take action. Like, there's many times you could go ahead and sell these options. Like, if you see that the price of the stock isn't going up like you thought it would, you can probably go ahead and sell those options. Yeah, you might lose a little bit of money. Like, maybe you can only sell them for $200. But it's better than losing all $400. So moving on down to the break-even point. For a long call, your break-even at expiration is your break-even price is equal to your strike price plus the premium. I'm missing a plus right there. But in our example, we have our strike price $105, premium is $4, so break-even is $105 plus $4 equals $109. So you need the underlying asset to go above $109 before expiration in order to get a profit on this particular trade. So yeah, if stock is above $109, you profit. If stock is below $109, your position will lose money up to the maximum loss of $400 premium. So why would you bother to use a long call instead of just buying the stock? So pros, limited risk. So the maximum loss you can get here is the premium you paid. So in this case, it'd be $400, no matter how far the stock falls. So if the stock, went from $100 to $0, like you're not out $10,000, for example. Instead, you're only out the $400 that you paid as the premium. Leverage. So you can spend $400 to control 100 shares of a stock that's valued at $100, which would have costed you $10,000 to buy outright. So you can get a lot more exposure to those price movements with far less capital. And there's also the defined time frame. So you're making a specific bet. I think the stock will move up enough by this date. Now, some of the cons are time decay or theta. So options lose value as time passes, all else equal. So if the stock doesn't move up fast enough, your option can lose value even if the stock drifts higher slowly. So basically what that's saying is you spent $4 per share for that premium, so $400 total. But over time, that premium starts getting lower and lower and lower because of time decay. And so that's something you're working against. By longing call options, you really need the stock to move up, and you need it to move up quickly, at least relative to your particular expiration date. And so that brings me to this third con here. So you need a decent move to profit. The stock has to move past the strike plus the premium to be profitable at expiration. So you definitely need to consider that when buying call options. So risk reward profile. So the max loss is limited to the premium paid, so $400. Max profit is theoretically unlimited since the stock price can rise without a hard cap. So you're not capped on your gains. And if you find a diamond or a rocket ship or something like that and it takes off, well, you can really make a lot of money doing it like this. But it is a directional bet, so you want the stock to go up, preferably fast and a lot. So a quick intuition summary, you pay a relatively small amount now, the premium, in exchange for a chance at a big payoff later. But if you're wrong, or too early, or too late, the option can go to zero. So it's like reserving the right to buy the stock at a set price. If the stock explodes up, you look brilliant. If it doesn't, the reservation fee or the premium is gone. All right, so let's go over to Robinhood and set up this trade real quick. So here we are in the Robinhood account, and I'm just going to put it on SPY. So we'll load up SPY, and this is a very simple trade to do. Let's go to Trade SPY Options, and we're going to buy. We're buying or longing, and a call option, so we want to be on call. And let's go ahead and pick a date. We'll just go 32 days out here. And so we're looking, the current price of SPY is at $681. Now, there's two different ways you could approach this. You could buy an out-of-the-money call option, which means that its intrinsic value right now, so what it's actually worth, is $0. Because if you bought this particular option for a strike at $684, well, you would never exercise it because you could go on the open market and buy the shares for $681. Or you could go in the money, so down lower, and you could buy at a strike price below the current market price. So buying call options out of the money is a bit more risky because you need the stock to go up, in this case about $4.50, plus you need it to go up another $11.42 to cover the premium that you're going to pay. Conversely, you could come down here and buy options that are in the money. So we could go for like a $675 strike price, and we have less risk doing it this way. Let me go ahead and change this from open interest to percent of profitability, or chance of profitability. Chance of profit, there we go. So chance of profit. And you can see that we have a 38.26% chance of turning a profit with this particular trade, compared to up above and out of the money, we're at like 31, 32%. Or 33% chance of profit. So not a lot of difference, But the further you go out of the money or in the money, the greater your chance of profitability. But of course, the prices change as well. So for less risk, you have to pay more. Whereas if you come way out of the money, you could buy some options, for less than $1. So you could buy this whole contract right here for $97. See, $97. But you do need the price of SPY to go past $720.97. And you can see the break even right here is $720.97. So if it doesn't go up there, you're going to lose the premium that you paid for it. So you need to be mindful and aware of what you're doing. Just because it has like a low price, the chance of you actually turning a profit, in this case they calculated 7.4%, is relatively low. Conversely, you could go really deep in the money, like way down here. You have a better chance of turning a profit, but you still need the stock to go up. Again, buying a call option is a bullish strategy, so you still, even these deep in the money call options with the high premiums, you still need the price of the stock to go up or you're going to lose money. So for the sake of example, real quick, we have a strike of $400, so that gives us the option or the right to buy 100 shares of SPY at $400, but we're paying $284.94, so $285 for the right to buy those shares. So basically, in order to turn a profit, we need the price of SPY to go above $685 by December 12th, which is 32 days from now. So we see the price is $681.50. So it's only got to go up like $3.50 in order for us to start turning a profit. And let's say it rips up to $695 like in the next week or so. We could go ahead then and sell our call options and net our profit just like that. So there's different strategies and you can wrap your head around them and explore them. But let's go ahead and actually finish with this trade. So I had a deep out of the money option right here. And all you have to do, I basically just did it, is you can pick, let's say we want a 20% chance that we're going to win. And to get that, we need to spend $4.02. So that'll be a total of $402. And we need the price of SPY to go past $706.02. We see our break even in order for us to start getting a profit. And you can see this little chart right here. We can see when we start making money, and we can start making lots and lots of money all the way through unlimited if SPY goes up to infinity. And we could go ahead and click on continue, and we could go ahead and conduct the trade. Now let me hop over to Robinhood Legend real quick, and we'll do the same trade. Again, this is a very basic, most basic trade you could possibly make when it comes to options. So I got my options chain right here, and we'll go 32 days out, and I'm on SPY already. We're on the call side right here. We'll come on up, and we're going to be buying the option. And we have our chance of profit, but I have it on the short. Let me go ahead and switch this to the long. So chance of profit long right there. So we can see that our chance of profit is about 20% chance. So just like we had on the other version of Robinhood, 20% chance. Yeah, make sure if you're using the Robinhood Legends, you have the correct chance of profit, the long or the short, because it will make a difference. If you thought you had an 80% chance of profit, well, then you'll be majorly disappointed when it doesn't come through, because you actually have like a 20% chance of profit. And we want to come to the ask side because we are buying. So we click on the ask number right here. So we have our SPY 12/12/702 call, buy to open, and then we could go ahead and set the limit or market if the market was open, and our price, and buy the SPY call. And so that's all there really is to buying the call option. So it's very straightforward, the most basic trade. Again, you only want to do this is if you're like super bullish on the stock going up. But the upside potential is unlimited. So it could be a great way to make money. And there's definitely different strategies for buying calls. There's deep in the money, out of the money. There's leap options, which are just long-term call options, which, are a year or 2 years in advance. And there's reasons for doing that, like poor man covered calls and so on, which other videos on things like that. But just remember, buying a call gives you the right to buy a stock at a particular price, which is the strike price, by a set expiration date. And that's all I've got for this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. If you did, I appreciate any sorts of likes, comments, subscribes, anything like that. And I hope you have a great rest of the day.